Severe thunderstorms continue to rumble across much of central and eastern Kentucky. We're tracking the latest potential for more damage just ahead.
It's been a tough night for drivers across the Bluegrass as the storms roared through, out there dealing with the rough weather. The same storm system also spawned deadly tornadoes across much of the South today. We'll have the latest on that.
This is WKYT News at 11.
And good evening. Thanks for watching tonight. We are still tracking some strong storms across parts of the Bluegrass, and a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day continues. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with our Chief Meteorologist, Chris Bailey. He shows us what he's tracking right now on the First Alert Defender. Chris?
Yeah, it has been a bumpy evening as we expected across most of the area. Good news, we have no active warnings that are currently out across the region. That severe thunderstorm watch, by the way, that is supposed to last until 3 a.m. Well, a lot of that has been whittled away. Only a small sliver left here in the parts of south central Kentucky. That may go by the wayside, though we're still keeping a close eye on a couple of thunderstorms into southern Kentucky. The majority of what we're looking at now on your Defender radar network is very heavy rains. We continue to see the wind threat diminishing, and boy, what a threat it was earlier. We had a 75-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded in Owenton, in Owen County a little earlier, 63 miles per hour into the capital city of Frankfort. The cause for concern right now, some stream and street flooding across the Lexington metro, and right now across the downtown Lexington area and various locations throughout the city. We do have some roadways that are being impacted by high water. Nicholasville Road near Tiverton is blocked right now because of high water. We've also got some high water issues near Tates Creek Road and on the east side of town as well. New Circle Road is barely passable at Young Drive, and also getting in on some local high water here on Richmond Road near Sherman Avenue. We've got another round or two of some very heavy downpours coming on into town over the next little bit, though the farther northwest you get, we start to dry it out. General soaking rains, rumbles of thunder, maybe a little gusty wind burst associated with this thunderstorm that is coming out of parts of Adair County, southeastern parts of Taylor County, heading toward Liberty. That is not severe as of now. Another strong storm ready to cross out of parts of Tennessee into southern Kentucky. So if we are to squeeze out one more strong or severe storm tonight, chances are that would be across parts of southern Kentucky. A little earlier, we had severe thunderstorm warnings that were issued for much of the Lexington metro area. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell joins me now. And Jim, earlier this evening, we had the tornado sirens that were actually sounded for a severe thunderstorm warning. Tell us what happened.
You know, and it caused a lot of confusion around here. The phones were lighting up here at the newsroom, and our Twitter feeds and Facebook, all social media, were getting a lot of messages saying, what is happening out there? Because the tone that came out was not what you normally see. Now, what you normally would hear, and what you're seeing there are some of the sirens that we have here in Fayette County. Now, here's what John Bobel with Emergency Management said. He said an equipment issue caused the wrong tones to be set off on some of the warning sirens tonight when the severe thunderstorm warning was issued. So we're investigating the issue. So there was a problem, and they're working quickly to get that resolved, Chris, because that can certainly cause a lot of panic, as we heard here at the station.
Yeah, it really did. It had folks in a tizzy thinking there was a tornado. You're hearing the tornado sirens. It was a severe thunderstorm warning. Sam, we'll continue to watch the thunderstorms out there tonight, mainly transitioning now into a heavy rain threat, although a new severe thunderstorm warning just popping out, I see here, into parts of Casey County and down into Adair County. We'll track that when I come back in a few.
Chris and Jim, thank you. Heavy rain and strong winds began moving through Lexington about 9 o'clock tonight, and it didn't take long to cause some damage and leave some roads covered in high water. Monique Blair continues our live First Alert weather team coverage from the Masterson Station neighborhood. Monique?
Well, Sam, I'm out here on Lucille Drive in the Masterson Station area. I'm actually sitting in my car because the rain is just coming down so hard. You can see the water is very high out here. It was even coming past my ankle. Now, just about a half hour ago, firefighters rescued an adult and 2 children who were trapped in a car just down the road from where I was standing. The water was so high we couldn't even get a close view of that rescue. But the fire department tells me the water was coming in through the bottom of the doors of that car. Firefighters carried the 3 people and nobody was hurt or transported to the hospital. Now, this wasn't the only place that was affected in the city after the rain started coming down very hard more than an hour ago. Emergency crews were out at East Main Street and Clay Avenue for a little while tonight, checking out an electrical pole that was leaning quite extensively, but it didn't appear anyone lost their power because of that leaning pole. And at one point, we heard reports of high water at the corner of Richmond Road and Sherman Avenue, and also at East New Circle and Young Drive. But once we checked those spots out, the water was down. The parking lot of Home Depot on Richmond Road was also partially covered in water when we drove by, but it didn't affect anyone because the store was closed. Now again, I'm out here on Lucille Drive. I'm sitting in the car because the rain is coming down very hard. We're out here in the Masterson Station area, and again, the water is very high. Right before my live shot, we saw a different car get stuck just to the left of where I was standing, but someone was able to push that car through to drier land. And you can see out here now, police have recently blocked off a portion of Lucille Drive. I'm reporting live in Lexington. Monique Blair, WKYT.
Okay, Monique, be safe out there. Great pictures showing you how intense that rain is. Now, in Pendleton County, 3 people had to be rescued after their mobile home was blown down a hillside during a storm. It happened in the Butler community. Police say the 3 people were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Damage was also reported in neighboring Grant County. We found some downed tree limbs and other debris there across a stretch of Highway 25 near Williamstown. Many drivers getting a start on Christmas travel had a rough night. The storm slowed them down. Our Garrett Weimer talked to a few of the travelers tonight. He continues our live team coverage from Franklin County. Garrett?
Yeah, Sam, it's been a busy travel day with a lot of drivers on the road trying to head to wherever they plan on spending Christmas. But with those strong storms moving through much of the state, it hasn't been the best weather for all that driving. For many on the roads, it's been a battle. Not with other drivers, but with Mother Nature.
We're in a pretty good sized truck, and the driver says he's feeling gusts of air pushing us around.
Strong wind gusts, evident just about anywhere you look, haven't made it easy on drivers.
Let's just hope everybody pays attention.
Kentucky's Director of Emergency Management echoed that earlier in the day as officials inside the state's Emergency Operations Center prepared for the storms.
Be alert to your surroundings. The key is if you're on the highway, be alert to the conditions. If the conditions worsen, find an exit.
Some also had to deal with rain and wet roads at times, but they hope to get where they're going before it caught up with them again.
We left Louisville about an hour ago, and the rain is still there, and the winds are moving pretty heavy down the road here.
Whether in wind or rain, the bottom line was the same. Be ready and be careful.
Be aware of water. Don't drive through it. Turn around. Don't drown.
If you see somebody that's scaring you, stay away from them. Just don't go the speed limit. Go a little bit under and get there as safe as you can.
When the wind is blowing as hard as it has been, not to mention the heavy rain at times, that can be pretty scary behind the wheel. And several drivers I spoke to tonight described seeing a lot of swaying semis out on the interstate. Live in Frankfort, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Garrett, thank you. Now, the same storm system is also being blamed for deadly tornadoes across parts of the South. Emergency managers say the tornadoes killed people today in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Omar Villafranca has the latest.
See debris. See debris.
A large tornado plowed through northern Mississippi Wednesday afternoon near the town of Clarksdale. The tornado was apparently on the ground for 10 minutes, damaging homes and blowing a tractor trailer off the road. The storm moved toward nearby Como, wrecking houses and outbuildings.
Several tornadoes spread out over a wide area, some all the way up into Illinois, eastern parts of Iowa, into Indiana.
Drivers could barely make their way along Highway 412 in southern Missouri. The storm pelted the area with hail. Witnesses in Highland, Arkansas say storms there rolled in without warning.
It snapped off a pine tree by my truck, and I just slammed my seatbelt on and just think, Lord, just let me survive this.
And in Pope County, Arkansas, an 18-year-old woman died after a tree fell on her house. Forecasters say the risk for long-track tornadoes continues through the night.
Just urging vigilance for everybody who's in the severe weather threat area. Nighttime tornadoes, very dangerous.
The threat diminishes Thursday. The focus then turns to record high temperatures expected on the East Coast. Omar Villafranca, CBS News.
And stay on top of the weather situation and traffic with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. Download it for free in the app or Google Play Store. It is always one of the biggest games of the year. Louisville coming to Rupp Arena on Saturday to take on UK. And tonight, Coach Cal and the Cats looking ahead to that big matchup. Our Rob Bromley joins us early with more on that. Rob?
Well, Sam, I'll tell you, the Cats have had by far the better end of this rivalry in recent years, but the Cats go into this one off that loss to Ohio State. John Calipari gave his team a 4-day break, but the players were due back tonight to practice. Cal has a lot of newcomers on his roster who may not realize the intensity of this rivalry.
I don't know if they will. I mean, we've got guys that probably don't know that part of it. You know, the Kentucky kids do, but the other kids know that, hey, they're a ranked opponent, they're playing really good, and we're going to have to play well to win. If we don't play well, it's going to be a really, really hard game for us.
It's a rivalry to me. I know how big it is. Some other guys probably don't really know what it means, but we're just going to take it one game at a time, just like any other game.
Is Tyler Eulis completely healthy? He had that hyperextended elbow. Cal answers that question. I'll have it shortly coming up in sports.
Rob, thank you. And coverage here on WKYT will begin with Wildcat warm-up at 11:30 Saturday morning, followed by the game at noon. Tonight, police have charged a woman with murder for a crash that killed a man riding in her truck. Police say that early this morning, Melissa Warren lost control of her truck. It crashed on Highway 718 in Knox County. They say she was driving under the influence at the time. Police say the 22-year-old Ryan Baker was killed. Friends say he'll be really missed.
No, he's just real bright, you know, real outgoing, good attitude, you know, about everything.
Friends say Baker worked at a tree service business to provide for his 3-year-old son. Some frightening moments at a state government building in Frankfort today when police received reports of an armed intruder. As a precaution, police evacuated dozens of people from the CHR building. Both the Franklin County Sheriff's Office and state police investigated. Police did not find anything, and they determined the reports to be not credible. Police say they trained for active shooter situations.
We know that if this ever occurs, and I hope it never does, but we're prepared for that.
Police say they spent a couple of hours doing a sweep of each floor of the building as a precaution. Investigators think an argument over a television led to a fire at the Rockcastle County Detention Center, but the jailer says he can't figure out how some inmates were able to start a fire overnight. The building had to be evacuated. Most of the inmates have now been taken to the Laurel County Jail. Investigators say the jail could be closed for weeks while crews clean up smoke and water damage. State police say they do have suspects in the fire. New tonight, Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis reflecting on being the center of controversy over marriage licenses earlier this year. Davis refused to issue licenses to same-sex couples, citing her religious beliefs. In an interview with the Associated Press, Davis said she prayed for those who disagreed with her, but she felt she had to put her faith in action by denying marriage licenses. And she feels the pace of social change has, quote, awakened Christians across the country. She also said she's been through a very emotional year.